Hi everyone, Amy here from Amy's Planner. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I have here a planner unboxing, which is not something I do very often. Generally, if I have a new planner, I actually try it out for a little while before I share it with everyone, because I don't want to have a planner and then realize it doesn't work. But this one's a little bit different. So a bit of background. I am an educational leader in a non-school setting, which is a really complicated way of saying that I work in a non-school. And my role isn't supposed to include a teaching allotment. Like, it's just supposed to be leadership, because that's the way we structure. But things happen, and I currently have a teaching load. I actually have quite a big teaching load. For those of you who are in the teaching world, I have a 0.4 load on top of a full-time leadership role. So I'm a bit busy at the moment, and I'm far busier than I thought I would be. And it's in terms of the teaching part, and it's playing on my mind that I'm forgetting things. So I went out and had a look at lots of different teacher planners, and I actually grabbed this one from Leanne Baker Daily, or Leanne Baker Designs. No, Leanne Baker Daily. I've never had a Leanne Baker planner. I've seen them around, and I'm not really one of those sort of planner people. I'm not that, that's not my thing. I like slightly smaller planners. I like slightly more easy to move around planners, but I needed a teacher planner with things laid out. And in the past, I've had a Happy Planner teacher's planner, and it's kind of horizontal. It just doesn't work for me. Like, your day goes across it doesn't work for me. So this one's a vertical teacher planner. So I'm going to give that a go. This is the card that came in the bag with this. I haven't opened this yet. It just says, just a reminder, in case your mind is playing tricks on you today, you matter, you're important, you're loved. And your presence on this earth makes a difference whether you see it or not. And normally any postcard that I have goes on my wall over here, and my wall is covered in postcards from people going away and things like getting packs and, postcards I buy when I travel and all sorts of stuff, stickers and cards and bookmarks and, bits and pieces. And normally these sort of cards will go there, but this one's actually coming to work with me because that's the place where I feel most uncomfortable in my own skin. Not uncomfortable. I like going to work. I enjoy my job. It's the place where those thoughts sort of occur more often. I'm quite confident in myself at home. Even working from home, I'm like, I've got this. I go to work, and sometimes it's easy to be discouraged. And there's lots of reasons for that. So I haven't opened this yet. I don't know what's in the box. I'm a bit worried the planner is this big, and I'm like, that's not what I want. But let's get into it. Okay, it's not that big. It's still quite big. I'm a bit worried about how big it is, but we'll see. It is quite a big planner. I think it's A4, like it looks like A4. And it is A4. It's hardbound, which is good. I prefer a hardbound planner than a ring bound, like a spiral or a ring. It is bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was weekly. Oh, there's lots of checklists in the back. That would be why. Oh, there's unit plan. Okay, I'm going to flip through it with you. I shouldn't just flipping through. So I need somewhere to write my lesson plans and my unit plans and my due dates and make sure I'm up to date with photocopying and scanning and all the stuff that I take for granted, because when I was in a school, I had a planner, and when I wasn't teaching, I didn't need a planner. And all the things that I think, oh no, I can definitely do that, is not sitting right in my head. So I've got space. I've just opened it up, sorry. So the first page is the personal information, and then timetables, and you get 4 of those, which is not quite enough for me, but then I only need to put my timetable in here. I can keep everyone else's timetable on my computer. So yeah, as a leader, I need to do all the timetables and stuff, it's part of my role. Here is a yearly calendar review, which is very good, very useful. Calendar of events. So I'm not in a school, so the school part not so flash, but anyway. PD, classroom expenses, very useful. Public holiday dates, which is good. Monthly overviews. There's a quote from Henry Brooks Adams. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. Fair enough. And then monthly view, and this is quite big, which is good because you know I've got big handwriting. I can get a lot of stuff in here. So potentially I could even use this for other events, but I'm going to try and limit it to just my teaching at the moment. So you get all your months in a group, which is good. And you get all the way through the year. They're all the same. And then notes and ideas term 1. And then space for 3 goals, student birthdays, important dates, and then like to-dos, probably to like set up for the term more than anything, because I don't know about other teachers. I have more than that many to-dos in a week normally. I'm a bit worried I'm not completely in frame, but it's a bit bigger than my normal setup. So hopefully I'm not cutting out anything too good. I mean, the whole thing's good, but yeah. And then this is a term 1, week 1, which is good that it has that there because I don't currently have any of those like covers at the moment. Okay, I'm just peeking up at my camera. I am mostly in frame, probably very crooked, but mostly in frame. And so it's got a week to the view. It's got 6 things you can break down. Could be a 6-period day, could be like teaching and then non-teaching, could be like morning, afternoon, and then different bits. How you break it up would be determined on your individual circumstance and your setting. I will probably have it as teaching, prep, follow-up, and then maybe assessment dates or something. I don't know what, and then maybe notes at the bottom, because I only teach a couple of days a week and it wouldn't be within a timetable because I don't have things either side of it. Like I just teach because it's the only thing I am teaching. So I'll probably like put my teaching commitments. So I've got 2 classes, so like class 1, class 2. And then, yeah, what I need to do to prep for that class or those classes on that day, what I need to follow up afterwards, when things are due, and notes. I might try that for a little while to see how it goes. I'll go back and plan what happened in the last couple of weeks. So we're up to week 3, I think. So you put week at the top, you've got plenty of space for notes, and then they're all the same all the way through the term. And it gives you space for 13 weeks. Now, we don't have 13-week terms at the moment, which is really good, which is great because that's a lot of time. And then term 1, same thing. So then it looks like all the terms are the same. Yep. And then term 4, week 9, week 13, all the same. So that's, this half is all like week planners, I suppose. Notes and ideas, and then so class roles. In teaching, you cannot see the fruit of a day's work. It is invisible and remains so maybe for 20 years. So Jacques Bazin. My French is not great. It's very basic. And so then you've got plenty of space for roles, which is good because I don't have any way to record a role at the moment. And then you get like lots of these. Like lots and lots and lots of these. And it's not an assessment record, that's different. So you could use them for assessments if you had, hang on, let me find the last page. There's a lot of them. Yeah, which is really good for me because we have 2 sessions a week and I would like to, you know, make sure I have space for all of them. Yeah. Yeah, so plenty of those. I could count them. Actually, I will count them. So you get 25 pages of these, which you could break up with however many. If you had 5 classes, you have 5 each. You could have 1 per term per class. All sorts of different ways of breaking that up. You get a lot though. You get a lot. And you get more than the teacher planners that I've had previously. So a really popular teacher planner company in the circle that I work in is Creatal, and they have like really basic teacher planners, and they're very popular because they are just what you would normally expect for a teacher planner. And they don't have 25 pages of class roll, and they combine their class roll and their assessment records, so you don't get nearly as many pages of this as you do. I like this quote, "There is no failure, only feedback," Robert Allen. So my personal favorite, feedback quote is, "All feedback is a gift." But I think I'll add that as well. There is no failure, only feedback, and all feedback is a gift. And then there's an assessment record, which will be good for me, although I have more assessments than this. Because I'm teaching senior secondary at the moment, like we do assessments every week. So I don't know if there's enough space there, although it's probably enough per unit. And you probably get 25 of these as well. Let me have a look. You get a lot, so I will be fine. But if you had, say, a lot of classes with a lot of assessments, even if it's like weekly homework, you might run out of space pretty quickly. But I don't know how many people do that anymore. Like, it's been a while since I've been in a classroom to the extent that I am now. And to be honest, I can understand why there's a teacher shortage. Like, I left teaching 12 months ago. I went into education leadership. Like, I didn't leave the sector, but I was burnt out. Like, I needed a break from teaching, and I'm so glad to be teaching this year. I've really missed it. Like, I really have really missed it. But I needed a break, and I understand that teachers need a break at the moment. So the fact that I'm teaching really indicates that teachers are exhausted. Like, that an educational leader who's not supposed to be teaching, has to teach, is because people are exhausted. Which is fine. It's one of my goals is to support teachers, so I'm doing that by taking on a teaching role. And that's all cool. So that was assessment records, work and task assessment, really good. More notes and ideas, which is really good to have lots of those pages. I'm hoping there's a whole lot at the back. Oh, there's grid. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Communication logs. The best teachers are those who show you where to look but don't tell you what to see. Alexandra K. Trenfor. A good quote. I won't be using these pages, I don't think, because I record communication in my Outlook calendar if I need to make a phone call, but you get plenty of pages of these. So hypothetically I'd make more contact than that though. So it's not useful pages for me, but it will probably be useful pages for somebody else. It gives you plenty of space to write. And that's what I've noticed throughout this whole planner. There is plenty of space to write. Like, you don't have to cram it in. And when you get these in other planners, like teacher planners, you get like a really small amount of space, like one line. And we all know that those conversations are worth more than one line of commentary. Unit plans, Benjamin Franklin, tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn, which is really good. And I think this is really good. If you have lots of classes, this is a really good way of doing it. Do you only get 4? Because, like, I would like more than 4. Oh, yeah, you get them, like... Yeah, cool. Cool. Because I would like to do one of these for each of my classes. Like, the text we need to... Because I'm an English teacher. The text we're looking at, like, specific parts of the text. Like specific things I'm going to ask them to do, assessment tasks, journal tasks, and, due dates or whatever, or I don't know how I'm going to set it up, but like I would like to better plan all of that out for one class, and it would take me this amount of space. And then you got a term 2, but you actually get, so term 4, you got 1 set. This looks like a second set. And then you get a 3rd set. And a 4th set, and a 5th set. So you get 5 sets of the unit planners for a full year. So that's really good, actually. That makes me really happy. So I can have one of these for each of my classes. If you had 5 classes, you could have that. If you've taught 5 different subjects, but you had more classes or less classes, you wouldn't be able to you would make it work. I think that's really good. And then it looks like the rest of this is a mix of notes and grid pages. So you got 1 lot of grid pages, 2, 3 lots of grid pages. I know in some planners they have this set up as like classroom layout. I teach online. We don't have classroom layout, but you know, you could do, like some people, like me personally, I like a grid to be able to like draw out ideas. And then you've got notes and ideas that brings you all the way to the end of the planner. And then you've got a 2023 outline. If I do this, is it going to tear? It is. Okay, I'll fix that in a minute. I'll put some washi tape there. 2023, and then important information, and then back cover. You get a lot in this planner. So just a bit of overview on the planner. It's quite heavy, like that. It's got a very, very good cover. I'm a bit like, it's a bit skew-if, but that's probably because of the way that I hold it. It's a card cover. It's, you know, proper. It's quite a thick cover. It's got metal corner protectors. It's got 2 ribbons. Now, let me give you a bit of the paper is not pure white. It's a bit of an off-white, like a bit grey. If I didn't know better, I would have said it was recycled. Like it's got that recycled paper look to it. It's not very thick. It's probably thicker than normal printer paper, but not like super thick, which is good because like it would make this planner even bigger. It's an A4 size, I'm pretty sure. I haven't got A4 paper near me to check. Actually, yes I do. Oh, then over to the bin. Oh yeah, it's A4. Yeah, it's really good. I'm just going to spend a minute having a flick through of it, making sure, like, you know, getting my head right, and then I'll come back and give you an overall feeling. Hiya. So I know for you it has been a few seconds where I was going to have a play around and have a look and, you know, explore this planner, and then I was going to come back and tell you what I thought. So I started filming this Sunday morning. My intention was to finish filming it Sunday afternoon after I had a chance to play with it. It's now Wednesday. So these things happen. Life gets in the way sometimes, and you got to change your plans to suit your situation. But I have spent the last couple of days thinking about this planner and really enjoying it. I'm a bit concerned that there's like a bit of a bump there because I have had it, you know, sitting open while I've been looking at it. But I reckon I can get that to sit back down, hopefully. Otherwise, that's going to be fun. I am looking forward to using this planner. Hopefully it goes really well. I'm going to start setting it up this evening. So it's 5:30 on Wednesday night. So I'm going to start setting up this evening. I think it's going to be really good. I've been teaching this week and I still feel like I can't find stuff, or that I'm not keeping up with things, or I'm not keeping a record of what I've done. So I'm like, am I repeating myself? So I think this is going to be a great addition to my life and my lineup, and I'm really glad I got it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I've never used another Leanne Baker Daily. I have been eyeing up their weekly planner, like their regular weekly planner. Do you use one? What's it like? Tell me. Is the paper like this? Like, is it, this kind of feels very thin. So, and like, I'm interested to see like what you think about the paper, and is this the paper the company uses in their other planners. Anyway, if you have one of those planners, could you let me know, because I have some questions. But anyway, I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye.